Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Scott, and today we're taking a look at the new Vargyr Lord, which is the newest character for the Nords army in Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings. Bellum was kind enough to send me a copy of this model, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's start off by taking a look at the pieces. Now this is a resin model. It was originally intended to be part of a Founders exclusive for the Nords army, but Bellum decided the model was too cool to make it exclusive and limited time. There are a lot of really cool details on this kit. It is just a little bit more detailed than the Werewolves kit. Now the pieces do have some mold lining and some bits of resin left over from the casting process. Those are easy to remove, but you will need to clean it up before you assemble this model. There aren't very many pieces, and the assembly on this model is really straightforward. It only took me 10 to 15 minutes to put the model together, and that's including cleaning up the pieces. Before we can build this model, we need to remove the plastic nubs and rods on the model, as well as the flash left over from the casting process. To do this, all we need to do is get a pair of plastic clippers and very carefully clip the rods off of the model at the point where they make contact with our pieces. And then for the flash, we just need to take an X-Acto blade, and we don't even need to cut into the model. All we gotta do is drag the blade across the surfaces where there's mold lines, and this resin is soft enough that it will just kind of flake off. Now you might be wondering just how large the Vargyr Lord is. So here he is next to some brutes from other armies in the game, and as you can see, he is on par with most other brute models. He's not as large as, say, a bone golem, but all of the more medium-sized brutes are on par with this guy. Now if you stand him next to the werewolves that came out alongside this model, you can see that he stands ever so slightly larger than them. That's in part due to his flowing robes and the big sword. I imagine if he didn't have those, he'd be basically the same size as the werewolves. Taking a look at the rules for this model, we can see that he is a medium brute with a movement of 7 inches, volley of 1, clash of 3, 5 attacks, 6 wounds, resolve of 3, and defense of 3, and evade of 1. For his special rules, he has Cleave 1, Fearsome, and Impact 4. On top of that, he has a draw event that gives him regeneration of 2. He also has a rule where any Werwargs or Fenrir Beast Pack in his warband gain the Flurry special rule. That's a really potent rule in my opinion, especially with Werwargs. Now he has a fairly limited selection of units that he can take in his warband. He can take Werwargs, Fenrir Beast Pack, and Ugr as mainstay, and for his restricted options, he has the Nefer Beast Pack and the Mountain Jotnar. Most of the time, I foresee this unit being taken with 2 regiments of Werwargs and 2 regiments of the Fenrir Beast Pack. Now, he is limited to only being able to take 2 units of the Fenrir Beast Pack. As far as I understand it, this rule was put in place so that you wouldn't be spamming huge numbers of the Fenrir Beast Pack to the point that it becomes unfun to play against. This character shares a supremacy ability with the Blooded. He is basically a Blooded with the Curse of the Vargyr upgrade on it. Now, his supremacy ability allows you, in your reinforcement step, instead of getting 1 automatic regiment on the board each round, you will get 2. Most of the time, I would probably use this to get 2 regiments of Werwargs in the first round of the game, and then get the 2 regiments of Fenrir Beast Pack in the second round, guaranteeing that by the second round of the game, all of my fast-moving units are on the board, which is going to help the Nords with their early game scoring quite a bit. As far as dueling goes, this character's okay. He's nothing too fancy in terms of taking out other characters. The Cleave does come in handy against some characters and not as much against others. I feel like you're really taking him for the buff to the Werwargs over his dueling abilities. Now the big question is, do you need to pick up a Vargyr Lord for your collection? Now if you're a Nords player, I definitely think you do. This character unlocks the werewolf playstyle, which I think is going to be quite a bit of fun. Whether it's good or not, I think it'll at least be enjoyable. If you're not a Nords player, I definitely think this is a fun collection piece. It's going to be a ton of fun to paint. There will be a paint tutorial on my channel for this model in the near future. I'm really excited to get to work on this model. I think it's going to turn out really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead and like it, and then subscribe to my channel so you can see future videos I make. I'd like to give a special shout out to my channel members that make videos like this possible. If you would like to become a channel member, hit the join button below this video. As always, have an amazing day, and we'll catch you in the next one.